Hey everybody, this is Jim with Harvest Harmonics, and welcome to our Ask a Farmer show today. And today I have kind of a special topic, and that's about problems. Our favorite topic, right? I just got off a call with a guy not too long ago, and it's very interesting. Um, he had this problem. His problem was he wasn't getting enough yield, right? He was getting low yields. So he was obviously interested in our Cumulative plant booster to help him increase his yield. However, when we got to the end of the presentation, the end of our conversation, after about 20 minutes, he actually said, "Well, if you give me, I have another problem here. If you give me a 30-40% increase in yield, I'm not going to be able to sell it all. I don't have the market to sell it." I kind of laughed. I said, "Well, you said in the beginning you wanted help with increasing your yield." So it dawned on me that that's kind of um, the interesting little game that we play, right? I mean, if if I can help you increase your yield by 20 to 30%, am I giving you a problem? I never ever claim to solve people's problems, right? I never say, hey, I have the solution to your problems. I have a solution to, I can say, I can help you with insect resistance. I can help you with fungal resistance. I can help you with yields. I can help you with quality. I can help you with the various things, but I'm not here to solve your problems. Now, why would I say that? Why would I say I'm not here to solve your problems? It seems counterintuitive, especially during the sales process, right? Well, I'm telling you that because at the end of the day, we all live and thrive on problems, right? We get up in the morning, and it doesn't matter if you're a farmer or you have an office job or whatever, you have problems going on during the day, and those problems kind of keep you busy and keep your attention focused on producing what you have to produce and doing what you need to do, right? So I am not here to solve your problems. I'm not here as a miracle worker or guru or anything like that, or snake oil salesman or whatever you want to say. I'm not here to do any of that stuff. What I'm here to do is to help farmers. At the end of the day, not every farmer is going to want to reduce their chemical usage. Not every farmer is going to want to increase your yield by 20 to 30%, especially if you have a marketing structure that doesn't allow you to sell that extra produce. Not everybody's really that interested in improved quality, because it may not make an economic difference for you. So at the end of the day, I can only do what I can do, and my technology, my product can only do what it can do. Now, the good news is, of course, is that because my product enhances the metabolism directly in the core cause of so many of these other problems, that it really can solve a lot of current issues, and it really can improve conditions on your farm. And I always look at it like, look, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be looking for solutions to your existing problems. You should be looking for bigger problems and better problems to get into. For example, if you're broke right now and you aren't making that much money, or you're living paycheck to paycheck or season to season, you know, you might want a bigger problem. You might want to look at, well, how can I make more yield? How can I improve my situation to where now I have the problem of how do I sell this? How would I sell it all? That's a different challenge. It's a different problem, right? If I'm not growing enough and that's your first problem, and then you want the problem of increased yield, so now you have the problem of how do I sell all this extra yield? Well, that's a better problem to have, isn't it? Isn't it a better problem to figure out how am I going to come up with markets to sell this extra 20, 30, 40%? I mean, I would think so. I would rather have that problem than I'm not making enough and I'm barely making a living because I'm not producing enough, or I'm relying on crop insurance or other stuff, right? That's not a problem I want to be stuck in. I want to be stuck in a problem of how do I improve my yield? How do I improve, how can I get the best quality? How can I make my quality so good that everybody wants my produce, and now I can't, I sell out, the beginning of the season. And now I'm looking for other problems. So start thinking about how you can improve your situation in life by improving the problems that you have. Instead of, if you have a problem with your wife or your husband or something like that, then maybe the problem needs to be how to improve the relationship to such a degree that you can't take your hands off each other. I mean, that might be a better problem to have. It's still a problem in terms of it may not always be what you want, but at least it's a problem that's going to be more fun and more interesting. So let's take a look at how we can improve your situation in life by giving you bigger, better problems to have. And with how do I sell all this extra yield? How do I top my best quality ever? How do I what do I do with all this extra chemicals that I bought for the season if I'm not having to use it? How do I get rid of all this? Let's deal with those types of problems, and let me give you those problems so that you can have more fun dealing with those challenges than others. So I'm going to share my screen here and share you some problems that we've given farmers just in the last year. So let me see what I got here. So yeah, so let's take a look here. So first of all, our mission as a company is to provide you with the problem of growing healthier, better quality produce for everybody to eat. It's obviously super important that everybody has healthy food to eat. And let's face it, commercial agriculture, because of the needs of the populace and the struggles that we've had with the various factors of growing, has made it almost impossible in a lot of cases. So we're making that possible again to grow organic, healthy, nutrient dense food and to do so profitably so you guys make more money. So that's the key goal here. See if I can pull my screen to move. Oh, looks like my PowerPoint froze up here. That's always good to know. So let me share my screen here. Let me share this one more time. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to share the screen here. There we go. So as I mentioned before, our mission is to help growers grow better quality food here. Now, the basis of our technology is that every living thing on this planet has a metabolism. It converts one form of energy to another. And it turns out that those metabolisms of each type of organism has a very specific frequency pattern that the biological processes of that living thing operates according to. Now, plants have a very specific metabolism of photosynthesis, and if that plant's frequency patterns are within a certain range, that plant's going to grow healthy and it's going to grow strong and produce good quality fruit. If not, it's going to be reduced quality fruits and less of it. So let's take a look at a healthy sunflower, for example, here. When we look at its metabolism, its frequency pattern, it might look something like this. That same sunflower, though, under stress, is actually going to have a different and altered frequency pattern in toward its metabolism. What does that mean in practical terms? In practical terms, that means that when a plant is stressed, it stops producing fruits and vegetables and flowers and starts to go into survival mode just to try to survive as itself as an organism. And so that means for you as a farmer that if you have a lot of stress factors like heat, drought, insects, disease, funguses, and those types of things, then that's going to reduce your yield. And of course, you can combat some of those things with chemicals and fungicides and other things, but there's a limit to how much you can do. So the rest of it, you're just under the whim of nature, and you got to hope that you're going to be able to survive that. So the Cumulative Plant Booster is a way that you can actually take advantage of the fact that if you can continually reinforce the plant's metabolism, it doesn't matter what the stress conditions are. I mean, it does, but it'll mitigate those stress factors in the environment that will actually reduce your production and reduce your quality. So with our transmitters, we attach this to an irrigation system. And every time you irrigate your plants, our system is sending the correct wave resonance that is appropriate for photosynthesis. In other words, we're reinforcing the metabolism of the plant to keep it going as strong as possible throughout your season. And that can increase your overall energy output of the plants by 20 to 30%, which of course in turn improves yields by 20 to 30% on a regular basis. So the plants grow up healthier, stronger, they produce more fruits and vegetables, and overall they're much, much, much healthier. Now, it's a very simple product to install and use. In fact, we do this all the time on pumps of 10 acres or more. We attach it right to the outside of your pump or water source. Or for smaller field applications, we have prefabricated devices that attach right into your system. And every time you water, our system will work and improve your plants. The two key areas that our system really helps is improving photosynthesis efficiency, as I'd mentioned, and improving soil health over time. It's very important for us that our technology improves sustainability and overall soil health for long-term benefits as well as just short-term gains. So when we look at improving photosynthesis, we look at improved growth and vigor, better production, and of course, better quality. To look at some examples of this, we have 100% faster growth rate on citrus trees in California, 100% faster growth rate on dragon fruit seedlings in nursery applications also in California. We have 100% improvement in increase in production with zero pesticide use in greenhouse applications. We have 100% improvement in the overall quality of tomatoes with, again, zero pesticide use in this field. We have 25% increase in melon production with less miner fly. We have 27% increase in production of artichokes with less nematodes in the soil. We have better and more vigorous growth on squash and other types of crops with 15 to 20% increases in yield there. Reduced mite infestation on grapes. In this particular case, we reduced the insect infestation from 48% of the untreated vines down to less than 10% of the treated vines. And here's the agronomy report showcasing that. We have 20% overall increase in production in India with less presence of insects. And here in the picture, you see all the insect damage. If you look closely, you see all the insect damage along the leaves throughout these plants. And with Cumulative plant booster, we see zero insect damage whatsoever. Now, by making the plant healthy, you're able to incorporate a lot of these problems that farmers face all into one shot. So it's not so much that we're chasing and we're providing these miracle solutions for all these different factors. It's just that we've really realized what the core problem of this is, and we're solving the core root cause of this. When you solve the root cause of something, you don't have all the symptoms and you don't have to chase symptoms around. It's kind of like if you had a flu virus, you can take a lot of different medications and medicines and stuff for a stuffy nose or for a cough and for, a headache and a sore throat. You might take 8 different medications to handle all those different things. Or you can just, if you were able to eliminate the virus directly, you wouldn't even have the problem. Just recover and you'd be healthy again. So you have improvements in overall production. You see a 49% increase in asparagus production, a 26% increase in watermelon production, 18% increase in pepper production, 55% increase in lime production, 32% overall increase in yield on potatoes, 33% increase in yield on lentils in India, and better quality too. It's not just a matter of we want to improve yields and have crappy produce, right? We want to have good quality too. So as an example of this producer made 25% more production on his cherries, but the cherries are larger, juicier, and sweeter. And as such, he got an extra dollar per kilogram on his cherries on the treated field versus his control. We've seen improvements in fruit size and Brix rating, so sweeter plums in this case. We've seen 10% larger size blueberries, again, sweeter with less damage and better shelf life. We've seen 56% more exportable blueberries. So this particular farmer wasn't able to export his blueberries. Now he's able to export a much bigger percentage, and he makes more money that way, of course. Better Brix rating on grapes. We saw a 6-point swing in just under a week here, grapes. And again, soil health. We want to improve soil health as well. That it'll make this a sustainable long-term solution for you as well. This particular example, we saw higher fertility. We saw better soil conductivity with improved microbial activity and better water retention in the soil. We saw optimization of water use with a decrease in the amount of water needed and a greater tolerance to brackish or salty water as well. When we take a look at some of these, we saw soil conductivity going from high rating of 2.3 to 1.7, which is considered standard or normal. We again saw the sodium content go from 1.1 down to 0.6, which again went from high to a normal range. On this particular farm in Almond Grove, we saw a reduction of water usage by 66% because the water was able to penetrate to the necessary depth in a lot less time. So the farmer didn't need to irrigate for nearly as long. We saw 40% water savings here on walnut trees, and you can see a before and after picture here of the difference between the salt damage that this trees were undergoing versus after Cumulative, the improvements in overall health of the trees and the plants, and he's getting 30% more production as well. So just in summary, guys, we have 20% or more better production, better fresh weight, better number of fruits, optimization of Brix and Brix to acidity ratios. We've seen better shelf life and post-harvest quality as well. So again, I can go on and on and on, but it's easy to look at these things as seeing huge benefits and say, well, this is all great, but what's the cost? Well, what the cost is actually nominal when you consider the benefits that we're achieving. We do have, of course, a policy that says no farmer will ever lose money with us, and we back that up with a 100% money back guarantee. So really the only way to lose out on the Cumulative plant booster is to not try this. And you can try as little as a few acres or as much as thousands of acres, depending on how much opportunity you see in this particular value and how value you see in this. We do cost benefits on most farms, and most specialty crops are seeing 5 to 10 times return on their investment. In some cases, up to 30 to 40% when we really have a stellar result. So I just want to open it up for you guys. What questions do you have that I can answer for you? I would like to definitely handle whatever questions we have. So I'm going to check out the feed here, see if somebody can help me check this out here. If you guys have questions, please type them in the Facebook feed here or on YouTube, and we'd be happy to answer them for you. I'm going to answer them live if I can. If I can't, put them in the comments anyway, and I'll be sure to get back to you in a timely manner as well. Let's take a look here. Back over here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Here. There we go. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at some comments here. I don't see any comments here, guys. Again, if you guys want to see, want me to answer any questions, please let me know. But the bottom line is, again, my job is not to solve all of your problems. My job is not to be the second coming of Jesus or anything else like that. My point is my sincere desire to help farmers improve their lot in life and improve their financial situation. And of course, the most important thing for me personally is to improve our ability to eat healthy, good quality food. There's not a person on this planet that does not depend upon a farmer somewhere in the world to grow the fruits and vegetables and in some cases livestock that we all eat. And so wouldn't it make sense for us to want to support the guys who are supporting us? That's the whole reason for Harvest Harmonics. That's the reason why we're here. That's what we intend to do, and that's what we're doing on farms all over the world right now. We have a number of different countries coming on board, which is very exciting, including Mauritius and Australia and various other countries that I'll get to probably in the next broadcast. But guys, if you have any questions, please give us a call, 727 324 6750. You can email us at service@harvestharmonics.com. We would love to talk with you and consult with you and see how we can make your farm part of the future of farming today. And don't wait on this, guys. The pricing we have, the introductory pricing we've had going on for the last 2 years, through COVID last year and then through this year, is coming to an end very quickly. So if you want to take advantage of that before the price goes back up to its normal price, please give us a call. Let's work with you to get you guys set up. Even if we do pre-orders for 2022, we can still lock you in at the current pricing and get you a really good deal for 2022 and beyond. That's all we really got today, guys. If you have questions, please call us or email us. We would love to work with you. My name is Jim Kurtz with Harvest Harmonics, and we'll see you again tomorrow at the Future of Farming Today.